Alright, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Chilling, watching some TV. So what's the next video gonna be about?
Oh yeah, I think we're doing like my fall winter pickups for the season.
I thought you made videos on like movies.
Oh, I make videos. I make videos on like the fashion and costume design of films, but I also do like traditional menswear videos as well.
Nice. Get anything good recently?
Yeah, actually, I got these jackets that I've been really into for a while now.
You mean those crusty looking ones? So yeah, it looks like we're gonna be going over some clothes. Essentially, I just want to show off some of the pieces that I picked up in the past like 5 to 6 months, because what I like to do is shop opposite. So during the spring and summer, I like to shop for winter clothes and fall clothes and vice versa. And I feel like I got a little bit of everything, you know, some vintage workwear, vintage Levi's, vintage Ralph, military, graphic tees. So let's just get right into it. So first off, we're gonna start with the vintage graphic t-shirts. And the first one that I'm gonna be showing off is this vintage Bob Wade one on an Outerwear Collections t-shirt. So if you don't know who Bob Wade is, he was an artist down in Austin, Texas, and helped shape the, I always forget what it is, cosmic cowboy counterculture during the 1970s. And eventually some of his artworks became vintage graphics, like this one where you have this cowboy in front of an orange sunset with those fur pants and his beautiful floral gloves or leather gloves. It's a size large, so it's slightly oversized. I love the graphic and how bold and strong it is. And normally when I'm wearing this, I'm wearing a houndstooth blazer with some blue jeans and brown leather boots, usually cowboy-esque boots. So once I picked up this first Bob Wade t-shirt at a vintage store, I essentially went home and pulled the trigger on another one that I'd been wanting for a long time, which was this Bob Wade tee with these 7 cowgirls in all of these different colorful outfits. And you might recognize this graphic, and if you do, it's because you saw it on Woody Harrelson in White Men Can't Jump. Again, this one's a size large, slightly oversized, single stitched. I love all of their different outfits. I don't know which one I love more, the first one or the second one. But again, same thing, wearing it with the houndstooth blazer, some blue jeans, cowboy-esque boots. And it's kind of a good go-to outfit that I've been wearing in the cooler nights of the summer, and that I'm gonna continue wearing during the fall and hopefully winter. Next up are the button-ups, and if you know me and you've been following since before the costume design videos, you know that I love vintage Gap. And I also love flannels and band collared shirts, which is why this is like a holy grail of mine. It is a vintage Y2K Gap band collar flannel. I love the color on this plaid. It's blue, cream, red. I don't have anything like it, which is why I wanted to pull the trigger on this one. I got it off of eBay for like 20 or 25 bucks, so I think it's definitely a steal. 2 chest pockets, which are pretty nice, and then it's a size large, so it's like kind of oversized, but not like too oversized. I'm not swimming in it. Usually when I'm wearing this, I wear like a vintage denim jacket, collar popped up, and some like beige cargos. And yeah, it's one of my favorite outfits as of recent, and I love this shirt. So continuing with the Gap theme, I have this cream herringbone twill shirt. It's very utilitarian with these chest pockets. It's got long collar points that I love so much. It's got some contrast stitching that I love. Size medium, but it fits slightly oversized on me. Perfect length, perfect dropped shoulders. I've been wearing this any chance I get because it's basically become my favorite button-up as of late. The herringbone fabric and all like the utility details like stitching and chest pockets make it feel almost even military, which I really gravitated towards. So for the only pair of pants, we have these 60s carpenter pants, painter carpenter pants that are so amazing. It's got a great wash on it, paint splatters all over. You have this little carpenter pocket on the right leg. It is definitely a wider silhouette that you'll see in the B-roll, but look at that hem or that leg opening. It's definitely wider for me, but I love it. It's super amazing. They're so soft. I mean, they're from the 60s, so they've been washed over and over and over again. The only problem is it looks like there's a huge dookie stain on the back, which is not ideal. The placement is pretty piss poor, but it's okay. I love the fit and the length of these guys. They lay on the boots so nicely. The only thing is they're kind of lightweight, so I won't be able to wear them probably in the winter, or I'll have to wear them with like long johns, but I'm gonna be wearing them as much as I can in the meantime because they're so fun. So moving on to outerwear, we have one vest, and it is this Carhartt vest that is from 1986, I believe, with the Sherpa lining. I got this piece for 2 reasons. One, because it doesn't have any ribbing and it's like collarless, which I really liked. And then the other reason, because of the Sherpa lining. I've liked wearing it inside out, so it shows that Sherpa lining, and I think it looks really nice. But outside is that classic duck brown canvas. The vest itself kind of gives off like workwear meets Western with like the yoke and that front hem, and then but obviously you have like the scalloped back hem that you see with those Carhartt vests. So first to the jackets, we have this vintage made in USA Polo country jacket that my friend Tracy Carnell gave me. She is a vintage seller. I love this jacket so much. The green and navy plaid was calling to me with that brown corduroy collar. It looks so beautiful. The details on this are amazing with all the different chest pockets and the slant pockets. The cuff detailing is just beautiful. Of course, corduroy collar. And then on the back, you have these like shoulder gussets for more mobility, more movement. You got that center back seam. If you don't know what Polo Country is, it was a sub-brand started by Ralph Lauren, and it was supposed to be influenced by Americana and the heritage side of Ralph. Polo Country is like all Ralph pieces, everything's thought of and everything's so well designed. This jacket is an XL, so it is kind of big on me. I just have to layer with it like a sweater or maybe even another jacket at some point. But it is such a beautiful piece, and it's boxy, kind of cropped. It's a nice silhouette, honestly. So next up for the outerwear is this 90s Woolrich barn jacket in this super faded brown tan colorway with that brown corduroy collar. There's so many cool details on this jacket that I don't even know where to start. Like the corduroy collar, there's Native American buttons. You have the two-way pockets. You got both the side and the front for maximum storage. You have some back shoulder gussets that are really nice and add to it, and then this little panel on the back as well. I thought the cuffs were really interesting because they're not traditional cuffs. They're just like turned back, but they have these little snaps that you just tighten the cuff, but it's like a faux cuff. It's a size medium, but it's still pretty big on me, so I'm usually layering with this a decent amount with like a denim jacket or some sweaters underneath, kind of to fill it out a little bit more. This is a great workwear piece, and I'm super excited to get some awesome layered outfits with this for the fall and winter. Next up, let's talk about the denim jacket that you saw underneath that barn jacket, which is this, I forget, 1996, 1998 vintage Levi's denim jacket. This model is the 71506-0316. That is a mouthful, but it is a beautiful blanket lined denim jacket, size 42. It's got this nice tapered shape on it that looks just so beautiful. Two chest pockets on top. You got welt pockets at the bottom. It's a mid blue colorway, but it's gotten super faded, and the patina on it is crazy. I mean, when I first got it, it honestly was a little gross looking, but then once I washed it a couple times, a lot of that dirt and grime came out, and it's just so amazingly faded and beaten up. I love the tapered effect, especially when you cinch the jacket at the side. But yeah, it's a amazing piece that I got for like 40 bucks maybe, which I think is a steal. I think these go for like 100 to 150, so amazing. Now, last up for the clothes is the unwanted stepchild of the US Navy deck jacket. This is an A2 deck jacket. If you don't recognize this jacket, but you know the Navy deck jacket, you're probably thinking of the N1 deck jacket, which predates this one. The N1 was produced and made, I think, 1943, and was in production until the 60s, and then this one came in until the 80s. I call it the unwanted stepchild because they go for a lot cheaper on eBay and Grailed. I think some of them go for like 40 bucks because I guess they're not as rare. But I love this jacket. It's a cropped fit. It is kind of slim. I think unfortunately the tag was ripped out, so I don't know exactly what size it is, but it looks like to be like a small. It is wool lined though, so you don't need much under it. I wear like a thermal long sleeve underneath when it's really cold out. It's got a talon zipper, buttons that are missing, fold over collar, and one of my favorite details on it are the cinches at the side. I really love this color and this little detail. Paint splatters all over. It's distressed as hell, which is why I probably got it for 30 bucks because, I mean, it's honestly almost too distressed. The cuff is kind of just shredded. You got the left chest pocket, which is a really nice detail that I like. I honestly love it. It's such a fun piece. It's definitely slim on me, but I love to wear it. I sometimes just wear it with the buttons at the top tied up. It's a different fit than I normally have, and I'm definitely gonna continue wearing this during the colder days of the fall and winter. So the next thing I'm gonna show off is actually a book, and it's this 824 book, How Directors Dress. If you know me, you know I love film and fashion, which is why this book is a match made in heaven for me. I love this book. It's so amazing because it's talks about why directors dress the way they do and shows amazing images of these different directors and even some quotes from them about why they dress the way they dress. It's just a really fun and cool book and very inspiring, but it's such a good book and I can't suggest it enough. Definitely pick it up if you're interested in film, fashion, both, or even if you're not. It's a fun book to look at. And lastly, it's not even something that I bought. It's just some pendants that I found laying around in my house when I was cleaning it out. I'm not religious at all, but they're all religious pendants. But the reason why I got them or took them home was because I loved the shapes, the colors, and I'm excited to like play around with it and try to make some either pendants or like necklaces, bracelets, whatever you have. Well, that is gonna be it. That's all the pickups. Thank you guys for watching if you made it this far. And also let me know which piece was your favorite. That is gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.